eyes for the final time. The sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exerted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now,
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension.
Yeah! And there's so many plants. It's so...
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Are you mocking me?
Interpret it however you want. But there's something I'd like to draw your attention.
Whatever you say.
There's nothing to be angry about.
It does seem kind of strange. If that...
Whirling snow!
We're way behind schedule.
Hold the line! Access denied. Allow me! Take flight!
dragon! Born of ice and frost!
Whirling snow!
Access denied.
My apologies!
Wind strider.
Let's move out.
It's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
It's getting brighter! Oh, it looks so beautiful!
Wait, what's that?
A load of flowers! And it looks like there's something
They left something behind.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful. His wisdom is a miracle.
You can read ancient...
Of course.
He's not
There's still something off about the scent of life.
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's
Isn't sharing knowledge a...
Yes. However, you'll understand after watching it.
Civilization is born of knowledge. but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life. The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exerted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that the spirit of life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
But
Was that the
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no... You've just witnessed his
I've never... The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. The Scarlet King's death. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor, who stabbed us in the back in our moment.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
If I hadn't... How could I ever begin to accept this?
Raman, give it a rest.
My Aramites and...
Hey, how you...
I should probably go.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to... But please, give me some time.
It's not gonna be...
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll return every last one of your mad...
You seem to finally understand that...
Yes. The gods...
That must have been rough.
Raman's no fool. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the...
The outcome, at least...
We should get going too. Let's head back. Cyno, we're leaving.
Stop yelling.
Back by his belief in the...
The outcome, at least...
We should get going too. Let's head back. Cyno, we're leaving.
Stop yelling.
Move out.
Rahman?
Everything's been arranged.
I guess all I can say now.
Don't mention it. But we share a
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the...
There's no need to yell.
We've been all over the desert.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no.
Whoa. The moment they...
You should have known.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking...
No, not Cyno.
I could do worse.
Please have...
Start talking.
So, your superiors have kept you...
They, what?
Don't play dumb. They extract divine canned knowledge.
I don't really...
Well, you better start talking.
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do ya?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh? That sure didn't sound like a...
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and potentially world-changing project. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like...
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called... The doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first, the sages looked down at him in disdain. But he asked them...
This is what the arrogant...
First, the Academia spent a long time. After that, they harvested dreams with the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess
It adds up.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge...
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out that nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely, if it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher.
You must have noticed by now. The It is as if they are cursed with a desire for... Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus, this is but a form of phototaxis.
Then what does Lesser Lord... Is she not a true god present in this world?
From the beginning, when the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, then they found that at the time, she possessed no more intelligence than any, not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. Slowly but surely, people...
So...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. Raman, give me a few men to help us
Sure.
Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. Slowly but surely, people...
So...
All right, let's try to keep our cool. Raman, give me a few men to help us
Sure.
The village keepers you found have all been returned.
Hey! Say something!
Come on, is there nothing left?
Or I can go.
Oh! Paimon!
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Even though we lived through all of...
What a whirlwind of a story.
It seems like there'll be more issues
Still, now's a good time to make our next move.
It's time to make a
Indeed. These events are a
So, everyone.
Crush the sages and rescue our god.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid...
Yep! It'll work out for sure.